So today I've been playing Zelda for a week, and I have some opinions to share, because rather than just, playing the character and saying, yeah, I think she's mid, what about I instead show you that she's mid? Because there's some matchups in this game that, no, I'm never touching with this character. Oh my god, they feel awful. So I feel like, let's make this a bit snappy, so let's just get the easy ones out of the way. Sephiroth is definitely a losing matchup, but she has no answer to that range. Oh my fucking god. The best thing she can do is stay outside that range and pray she can get a phantom hit, which will help push her advantage. Dash attack also really helps in that, but for the most part, dude, you are just getting fared and F-tilted to death, bro. This matchup sucks. I think Joker's also a losing matchup. Zelda really does not have a way to deal with Joker at all. Like, if he has Orange Sin, she really has no problem two-framing with Phantom, but outside of that, she has nothing going for this match. Not to mention, Joker has no problem dealing with Phantom with either down B or neutral B, because, if she's using Phantom at the range she normally uses it, you're just gonna gunner or E-haw her, depending on how much time you have, or where you're positioning, I guess. But for the most part, dude, that matchup sucks. Some other free matchups are like Min. I shouldn't have to explain this. One arm beats out Phantom, or it doesn't beat Phantom, but it breaks Phantom very, very easily. She has no problem just contesting Phantom's range. Not to mention she also has a reflector for some reason, which reflectors aren't too big of a deal for Zelda because she has one of her own. So you can always just okay, send Phantom, it gets reflected, reflect, and then it'll probably break their reflector, assuming they have a lasting reflector like Shine or something. So I mean, getting reflected isn't too big of a deal for her. She's not a hard zoner like that, but having ways to beat Phantom is basically how you deal with Zelda, and that's why she's mid tier, because how you do against this character almost solely relies on the fact that how can I beat Phantom? And these three characters have no problems dealing with Phantom in the slightest. Let's boost the morale a little bit. Obviously, the Heavies are winning very free matchups. I think Little Mac wins. He has no way to deal with Phantom in the slightest. Any other pretty easy match? I think Isabel's kind of easy. Then again, the low tiers, obviously, I'm going to beat them. Ledge trapping don't matter. I literally just press neutral B and your entire game plan falls apart. Any others I could throw in winning just real quick without thinking about it? I think Dog Hunt's winning, because we can easily just break his zone. I've not played too much of Dog Hunt, but just in theory it sounds pretty easy. Or I guess easier. It's just okay, I neutral B if you do anything, and then I can down B and pretty much create a better wall than you can. So it sounds much easier than I'm making it sound, but oh well. Okay, is that where my really easy matchups I can name off the top of my head in? Yeah, probably. Pala definitely losing. She got nothing to deal with Pala, bro. That matchup sucks. Same with Pyra Mythra, dude. Mythra literally will just stay on top of you the entire game, and you just have no fucking options, dude. That matchup bad, bro. That matchup's so bad. Your only saving grace in this matchup is that you have Phantom, so you never have to deal with actually edge guarding her. Unless she picks Pyra and just snaps the ledge, then you're praying Phantom actually hits her. But if they're recovering with Mythra, Phantom is your saving grace. But then again, you have to somehow get them off stage, which you won't. So good luck. Rather than putting more characters and losing, but we put some characters in even. I think Kazuya probably wins this matchup, but in my heart, it's even. You know what I mean? Because this is one of the reasons I wanted to play Zelda, was for this matchup specifically. Because I hate playing Sephiroth and Kazuya. I feel like I lose every time I choose the right option. I'll even choose different options or the wrong options, and it's just oh, I got electric. That's game. It feels so awful. This matchup feels a bit more bearable. Phantom's really good at just keeping Kazuya away from you. I know he has a reflector, but he doesn't have an active reflector, so getting reflected isn't the worst thing in the world. Dense Fire also helps just keep him away from you. If he doesn't do perfect combos, you can use neutral B to get out of situations, but don't fucking spam that, because he will absolutely just return fire on you and kill you for that. So be very, very careful using neutral B anywhere, honestly, because it is a punishable move. Maybe not on Wi-Fi, but in general, like, if people know you're gonna do it, they will hate you for it. So be careful with that. Kazuya is no exception, but I think it's even. Let's get some of the I don't knows out of the way. Like Peach, dude, I did play against one Peach Zelda and I lost, but I think that's mainly because I don't understand Peach at all. I've been always carried in that matchup because I play Swordies, so I don't know, man. I've not played against a Diddy Kong yet. That matchup probably is even because Diddy don't like zoners, but I don't know, man. Same with Greninja, not play against one. I assume it's losing, but I won't put it there in good faith, just in case, like, this is the secret counter, the Greninja or something. Obviously, I haven't played against Icy, so I don't know. Probably, maybe winning, but as I said, can't put it anywhere in good faith. Same with Lucas, can't put that one in anywhere. Any other characters, I genuinely just don't know. Mega Man, don't know. That matchup doesn't sound too bad for Zelda because of neutral B, but, like, how far can just spamming neutral B really get you in a actual competitive environment? Okay, this may be a crazy hot take, and I know nobody's gonna agree with me, but hear me out. I think Pika's even. I don't think this matchup is as bad as it feels, or as people will probably say it is. I think this matchup's even. And I'm definitely gonna try this. If I ever run into a Pikachu, I want to use Zelda in the matchup, not Sephiroth. Because, I mean, Sephiroth just gets 100-0'd by this character. This matchup sucks. But Zelda? Not an insta-loss. Okay, I'm kidding. This is a fucking easy matchup. Like, okay, you reflect one T-Jolt and the T-Jolt that comes back. The only thing Zelda really has going for her is the fact that Pika can't just for free edge guard her. That's literally it. Other than that, she got nothing going for it. But I got you guys, though. I got you guys. I'll just put Pichu up there with them. Because I haven't played against any Pichus, but, like, wherever you put Pico, you pretty much should put Pichu. So, yeah, no. Wow, what fun characters I lose to. All top tiers. Great. Pac? God. I would say even, if anything. Pac-Man definitely has better boxing tools than Zelda. And sometimes that really shows. But for the most part, it isn't too bad of a matchup. As long as you can just manage the fact that Phantom will beat Hydrant. But you gotta be careful though, because water does affect Phantom. And it has some weird properties. And sometimes you'll like run in with Phantom, and then it'll just like not be there, and you'll just get hit for it. And put in the disadvantage, and then stuck in disadvantage, because what the fuck does she do in disadvantage? But no, seriously, this matchup's not too bad. Having a reflector really helps against bonus fruit shenanigans. And as well as, you can actually juggle Pac-Man, because up air will go through. Like, sure, you're still gonna get hit, but you can up air him through Hydrant. And obviously you have a reflector to help with that. Still doesn't deal with Hydrant, but it helps when juggling him. And then other than that, I'd say even, honestly. I mean, I could see it being losing, and I know like every single person I put in winning will have an argument in the comment section as to why. I think Puff's also winning. Puff's a character I'm very confident again, and every time I say like, oh, this is probably this said character's best matchup, there's always, almost always get someone saying, nah, that matchup's actually good for Jigglypuff. Like, Like, I think Sephiroth's best matchup is potentially Jigglypuff. I think that matchup's easy as shit. And I feel the same way with Zelda. Or, it's not like one of her best matchups, obviously. She's just gonna OHKO like a heavyweight that can't get in on her. But, like, Jigglypuff does not feel bad at all. I think that's in large part to the fact that, like, if I can just keep her in the air, dude, up air just keeps her up there, bro. Like, it's such a good... I do feel a little bit outranged in this matchup because, like, okay, Lightning Kick is really good at just killing Puff early, but it's hard to hit because every time you jump to her, she just has a hitbox ready for you, right? Like, she wants you to jump. She's gonna hit you with that nair, and then she's gonna fair, and then nair you when you're at the blast zone, right? Like, that's just what the Puff does, or she waits for your air dodge, and she'll punish that as well, because that's what she wants. But I don't know, I just don't think this matchup's that bad. Phantom's also really good at keeping her out, and, like, obviously the fact that Puff can't for free edgeguard this character also hurts, because, I mean, that's Jigglypuff's, like, best attribute. So, I think this matchup's winning. But then again, you know, there's gonna be that Jigglypuff main in the comments that complains, but I think this matchup's winning. Sora, I think it might be winning. Maybe. I don't know. I want more practice in this matchup. Because I know Sephiroth's a bad matchup for Sora, but I don't like playing the matchup. I unironically lose that matchup like all the time. So this will probably be a matchup I actually play Zelda in more. And I think it's okay. Though, like, obviously there's a fuck ton of Soras crawling on Elite Smash, dripping their controllers everywhere. But I don't think the matchup's too bad. I'd say it's more of an even type of deal, but I'm probably gonna... that's one of the matchups I'm gonna really hard grind with Zelda. Because Sora's a pretty popular character, so I always gotta be ready for a Sora, and, like, my Sephiroth just, like... I don't like Sora. I don't know why. I think I need to play that matchup more, it's just Sephiroth and win it. But I feel confident in the Zelda against Sora, so I might try the matchup some more. Let's just do another wave of losing matchups. I think Rob is hard. Well, I mean, if we're doing Ike, I think Ike's hard as well. Really, really hard to get on that range. Same with Rob. He just out characters us, honestly. That's just the best way to put it. That's a hard matchup. Ike, as I said, the range thing, kind of going back to Sephiroth, where she's like, she really does not have a way to deal with that effective range. Ike is to a lesser degree than Sephiroth. I'd say he's probably leaning more towards, even if I had to put him on scales, like, he's more towards the end of the losing matchup. But yeah, no, that matchup, not very fun. Then again, he doesn't have super good ways of dealing with Phantom, but, like, once he breaks in, dude, it's hard for Zelda to get really anything going, because there's just a constant gigantic hitbox in your face, and there's not much you could do from there, in all honesty. I think Roy is losing. God. Okay, maybe my friends were right. This character does suck. But I think Roy's losing. As I said, kind of the same reason as, like, lesser extent. But then you also just explode. Zelda is a little bit more of a lighter character, and a bit more floaty. So, I mean, you just get jab back air to ledge at, like, 60, and you explode. There's really no way around that. I think we lose to PT. Squirtle's fucking annoying to deal with. Ivysaur's fucking annoying to deal with. And Charizard's also fucking annoying to deal with. I don't think Zelda has anything particularly good going for her in this matchup. Especially considering Squirtle just almost solo out characters her. Then you also have Ivysaur, who has, like, Ike hitboxes. And a Boomerang that's better than Boomerang. Like, that's not okay, bro. That's actually not okay. Okay, I'm getting sad looking at the losing. Let's put some more winning matchups. I think we beat Richter, Zoner, Headass. I think we beat Mr. Grappler. I mean, I shouldn't have to explain these matchups. Zoner, Ensign, not fun, and then... or I guess Trap character is more where I'd put Zelda than a Zoner. But, I mean, like, you get the idea. And then Richter, obviously, does not like the fact that I can reflect his entire game plan. I will give Belmonts this, though. The whips are very annoying to deal with, for the same reason as the Sephiroth, right? They're very annoying to deal with. I'll give him that. Oh, I didn't even see, yeah. Fighting game character. Oh, specifically Ryu and Ken, I don't know. But I'm confident the other two, because I don't know what happened, but Elite Smash is fucking crawling with FGCs right now. Specifically Kazuya and Terry. I think in the video I uploaded yesterday, I fought like 2 Terrys in that video alone. And that wasn't even, like, all the footage. I know for a fact I fought at least 3 Terrys. At least. In that recording session. So, I don't know what's going on with the FGCs, but... goddamn. We'll do the other one, you know. I think Terry's even. I mean, obviously he gets in, he murders me. But, how he gets in depends on, you know, how I punish him for getting in. Like, that's the Zelda game plan right there. Okay, you got a way to deal with Phantom. How do I deal with you dealing with Phantom, right? It's fun. It's a fun little... it's honestly fun, right? It's fun to deal with. I like it. Alright, and now we're back on the losing train. ZSS hard losing. She has no way to deal with that speed, bro. Like, okay, I set up Phantom, she flip kicks over it, and I get punished for it. Like, Phantom actually just means nothing. Like, one of Zelda's best qualities is her ledge trapping with Phantom. and ZSS literally just says down B, and it doesn't exist anymore. I guess Sonic to a certain extent as well, just being able to outspeed and honestly just outclasses Zelda. Hard matchup. Yeah, I have no answers for Sonic, unironically. I guess Phantom does stop him from just spin dashing, but at that point, he just stops approaching. Like, okay, you're covering all this area with Phantom. What is he gonna do? You run to a different area, or just not move from the current area he's in. Once again, Sonic is a character that will grind the fuck out of Zelda, because she has no mobility, basically, and you are praying that Sonic just runs into a Phantom. We'll do the other matchup I really want to play Zelda in, and that's Samus. I know Sephiroth beats Zelda, but... Or, sorry, let me rephrase that. Sephiroth beats Samus, or at the very least goes even with her. That's not a bad matchup for Sephiroth, but I am awful in it. And I think Zelda will really, really help me in that, because she basically can't charge shot, and that's what I want to do. I want to turn charge shot off. That's the only thing that trips me up with Samus. Like, I'll be doing so good, and then I'll get hit with a charge shot and I'm dead, right? Zelda is pretty much my answer. And I think outside of reflecting charge shot, it's pretty even playing field. Like, I think God, I can't speak. Samus definitely has the better buttons than Zelda, but I don't think it's that bad, honestly. If Samus had a fucking sword, okay, then she wins this matchup. Like, just reflecting charge shot is not enough to push this into a winning matchup, in my opinion. It's still hard to get in on this character, and I hate it. Kirby, I'm leaning between even and winning, honestly, because he doesn't really have an effective way to deal with Phantom until he gets my copy ability. I'd say even, honestly. I mean, if this is like a free-for-all, bro, and he's not going for me, like, yeah, he has no way to deal with Phantom. But, you know, it's a one-on-one, it's a competitive tier list, so... No, Phantom, it's hard for Kirby to deal with Phantom up until he gets my copy ability. So I have to play super, super defensive. But then once he gets it, it's just like, okay, well, now I have to scrap, and Kirby has better boxing tools than Zelda, by far. Better aerials, better ground tools, which, by the way, he doesn't truly struggle with getting in on Phantom, honestly. It's just what comes after next, because, okay, he runs up, he's pretty, you know, he's kind of mobile on the ground, right? He runs in, he shields the Phantom, and then it depends on what I do, really, there. So, I mean, it's not too bad for Kirby, but I'd definitely say it's leaning more towards Zelda favor if I had to give it to somebody. I think K. Rool's pretty free. I mean, obviously, I think DDD is also free. This is a matchup online, I don't feel like I'm killing myself playing anymore. Like, I think Sephiroth firmly wins this matchup, but, like, it's still fucking annoying. Now I just like, oh, Gordo, neutral B. It feels great. I love having a reflector. Oh my god. I think this matchup's even with Rosa, but I can't put it there in good faith, so I'm gonna put it in I don't know. This is a matchup I've played a fair amount, but only on Rosa's side, so I don't know for sure. I'd want to play it more on Zelda's side, but she has a very effective way of dealing with Phantom, and she just has better hitboxes than me, so I don't know. But then again, there's always that random chance that I can just lightning kick you and you just fucking die. Also, we don't have too big of an issue dealing with Luma. I don't think anyone in this game does. Luma just fucking explodes. But as I said, I don't want to put it anywhere in good faith. I'll put it somewhere in the next tier list, like in the month tier list. You know what I mean? So, I'm ripping the band-aid off, dude. I think Cloud's losing. I think Corrin. I think Corrin's even. If Corrin was faster, it'd be a winning matchup. But like, since we're both slow as shit, she can't easily just break through Phantom like Cloud can. Cloud will just run fucking at you and there's nothing you can do. He starts back airing your shield and you pray he doesn't know the follow-up or what you're about to do afterwards. But I'd say Corrin's more of an even matchup. Not a hard or not an easy matchup, but an even matchup, right? I'd say it's more leaning towards losing, but definitely even if I had to put it somewhere. I'm looking at Meta Knight. Don't know. No one plays this character, so I'm not putting him anywhere. Same with Shulk. Honestly, actually, I don't even have to think about that. That's losing as shit. Okay, right. I start setting up Phantom Speed Art. Nair. Yep. It's game. Not to mention, we have no way of getting in on that range, bro. Yeah, looking at that. Looking at losing. I know I've said it multiple times now, but god, that hurts. I think Mario's even. Because, once again, like, he does have an effective way of dealing with Cape. Actually, yeah, I'd say it's losing. Because, like, okay, he has a way to deal with Cape, or he has a way to deal with Phantom and Cape, and then he gets in and he just obliterates us. Like, we cannot deal with that Mario neutral, bro. Like, that's hard. Inkling feels losing, and that neutral's so hard to deal with. Not to mention, Inkling's a hard character to hit, and reliably hitting lightning kicks on her is hard. Same with Joker. Those two characters are so fucking hard to connect lightning kicks with, even in like consistent setups. Most of the time, they'll just get the weak hit. It sucks. The matchups feel hard. I think we also beat Villager. Because a lot of what he does just kind of gets beat. Well, no, actually, wait. I didn't even consider Pocket. That sucks, actually. Wait, no, I'd say they're even. Because I think Zelda doesn't really have any issues with them, but Pocket's such a fucking game changer. Because, okay, I'm charging Phantom. They just throw Phantom back at me, dude. That matchup sucks. I didn't think about that. Hold on. Okay, I think we beat Luigi, though. I think we beat Grapplers. They just want to grab, we're just Phantoming. And they don't really have too big of options for that. Like, okay, fine, Luigi throws his neutral B at me. Okay, I'll go to the other side of the screen and start charging Phantom. Or Dense Fire. Like, not a bad matchup. Thank God. Lucario? Who fucking knows Lucario, bro? Name a Lucario player that's not that one, like, furry online. I forgot his name. He played Pyra Mythra for, like, a week. I don't remember his name. Don't want to know it. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the Swordies in losing. Chrom, I also think's losing. Like, yeah, sure, we can gimp you with neutral B to, or down B at ledge, but, like, how do we get him there? I think Marth and Lucina feel a little bit easier than the other Swordies. I can't really speak too much on, like, a good Marth. But I played against a few Lucinas this week, so, I mean, it doesn't feel too bad. It still doesn't feel the best, but of all the sword matchups, they're probably the easier of them. I hate to do this, but I think Bowser's also losing. That character just runs at you and then just basically just spams a sword in your face with his massive claws, and he kills you so early. We do have a little bit going for us in this matchup. Like, it's not hard to keep Bowser at ledge, but then again, that's like any character. And he doesn't have a true definitive answer to Phantom, unless like Fire Breath really breaks it. But that's the only thing I can think personally that would do it. Most of the time, every Bowser I played just kind of respected Phantom and just wait for me to do an option afterwards and punishes that. So, I mean, depends. Yoshi, I don't know yet. Probably more of a losing because there's no reason just jumping over Phantom and hitting me. But I don't know because I haven't played against Yoshi yet, so I don't know. Same with Olimar, not played against one, so who knows? I think the matchup might actually be not too bad for her, but it doesn't sound fun. I think Falco's losing. Not only because he has a reflector, but Laser just shuts down Phantom whenever he wants. Like, we basically don't get to use Phantom in this matchup, and considering that's Zelda's pretty much best and only tool, yikes. Oh wow, I can't believe we went this whole time without talking about Sheik. That matchup. Same with Fox, bro. That matchup, dog shit, bro. Like, listen, I talked about speedy characters being this character's downfall, but what if you had a move that quite literally invalidates, like, 90% of this character? Like, Sheik does not get hit by Zelda anything. Zelda can't edgeguard Sheik, which is another decent quality his character has, is her recovery. Meaning she can go decently far off stage for edgeguards. And then Needle shuts down basically any type of movement I want. Like, if I start charging Phantom, she's just gonna Needle, and like, I don't get that Phantom. Displacement, I guess, helps maybe a little bit with that, but fuck. I don't understand how Zelda even gets to play this matchup. Dealing with speed is so hard for her, unironically. Let's boost my ego. Yeah, Toon Link's winning. I think Swordy's winning. I think Gunner's winning. Gunner lacks a lot of the good tools that make Samus so fucking broken. Don't get me wrong, this character has some stuff, but like, I'm an anti-zoner. Like, okay, you're charging Charge Shot, and then you use your little down B that's plus on shield. I'll just reflect that, honestly, I don't care. Do I have any other winning matchups? Nah, I'd say Wii Fit's even. Like, yeah, okay, we can reflect soccer ball, neutral B, who cares? The character still just gets in once and then explodes my stock. Or at the very least puts me like 60-70 with deep breathing. And like, she really doesn't have to deal with Phantom because she has charge shot, so it's all on me. So I mean, I'd say put right here with Samus. Like, I think we can almost outbox Wii Fit simply because her hitboxes are awful, kind of like Zelda's, but I think Wario might be an even. The problem is, like, I use Phantom, he just stands there. Because why wouldn't he? He's gonna get waffed. And then he gets like one opening and it's just so much damage. I'd honestly say probably losing, if anything. Like, I know on paper Wario might go even, but like in practice, this matchup feels so much harder than it should. I will admit, I'm not the best against Wario, so if you're like a Zelda main and you're molding right now that I put Wario in losing, my bad. But I don't think the matchup's that good. Like, I feel like almost everything we do just is better than, we're out-charactered by Wario. Let me put it like that. I really don't think Zelda has any good matchups against like any top tiers. And like, I know you see Kazuya and like, you know, Pac-Man, Terry, and even you're like, whoa, wait, this character might be something. No, I promise you, they're not. Ridley's even. Maybe even losing, honestly. Those hitboxes are annoying to deal with, but Ridley has no real way of dealing with Phantom at all. Not to mention, like, Ridley trying to recover is kind of fucking annoying for him, because it's just like, I could throw so much shit at you off stage, right? And okay, you did your up B, I can just run off neutral B, because I have invulnerability when I do that, so I mean, I can just do it. So, I mean, Link. So this matchup sounds winning in practice, right? And especially because I have Toon Link there, but I don't think it is. Same with Young Link. Both their boxing tools are just so much better than Zelda's. Like, I remember, like, the only matchup I really remember playing on Wi-Fi right now, again, or like, I guess playing multiple of, is obviously a bunch of Links. And it's just like, okay, right, you boomerang and you arrow, okay, I can reflect it, but it doesn't really do or gain me much knowledge if I can do that. Not to mention, like, he has no problem just sniping me out of Phantom. And not to mention, his boxing tools are so much better. Both of theirs, honestly. Like, I cannot use Phantom in this matchup. I need to learn displacements better. Fuck. So I can actually use Phantom, but these two characters have no problem shutting down Phantom with arrows. Or even Boomerang, honestly. And then they just outbox me. But it still doesn't feel too awful. I think it really depends on how willing you are to not play the game as Zelda for these matchups to be even. If not, I'd say they're losing. And then, like, I don't feel that way when I'm playing against Toon Link. That's why he's in losing, or he's in winning and not even. Because I just feel like that character just does not get to do anything against me. It's like, okay, you arrow, but you have a much slower arrow than the other two. I could probably get a half Phantom at the least if you boomerang on either of these characters, but the two above them really don't have to because they can just arrow. So, and then Toon Link just does not have that luxury because how fucking slow his arrows are. So, I mean, I definitely think, I think Zelda doesn't do too hot against the Links. Bowser Jr., don't know. Robin, don't know. Never, haven't played against them yet. Game & Watch, I think, is a even match. This matchup sounds hell on paper, but it doesn't feel that bad. A lot of you is just waiting for the Game & Watch player to mess up. It really does not feel too awful. And I've played this matchup. I've surprisingly played this matchup more than I think I have, because what is up with the Game & Watches? Like, I think it was like Wednesday I fought like 4 or 5, like, Jesus Christ. But this matchup doesn't feel that awful. I think Game & Watch has way better hitboxes, which makes it annoying for Zelda to get in, and obviously has Bucket to reflect. But like, if he does Bucket, he's already doing Bucket by the time you're charging, so you're ready to react to Bucket, or I guess you're ready to beat Bucket. So I mean, like, it's really not too hard. Catching him's kind of hard, and hitting him's kind of hard. Actually, yeah. I think there's aspects of this matchup that aren't too bad for Zelda, but the majority of the matchup, you're just getting out-hitboxed. You can't edge guard the fucker. And then you're getting, once again, outboxed, because there go crazy. Mewtwo, honestly, is probably, like, top of even. Because Mewtwo got mad speed to deal with Zelda, but at the same time, I never felt like I was in danger when I was playing against Mewtwo. Like, okay, you have your reflector that helps you deal with Phantom, but I don't know, I just never felt threatened by Mewtwo, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. Not to mention, if you're Lighty in Zelda, you will explode the lightning kick at ledge. You absolutely will. Like, you have to watch out for Nair and by the way, thanks for the commenter who told me that. I've been using that. The Nair, I think it was like first hit a Nair into full hop fair or back air. Doesn't really matter. They're the same fucking move. But I mean, thank you, commenter. That's really good. Not to mention, we're allowed to put Shadow Ball offline. Once again, I'll just put him here. No, honestly, I'd say he's harder because he's much faster than those two. Like, his speed really helped in this matchup. I'd honestly say it's maybe even worse if it wasn't for his speed, because I don't know. I just don't feel threatened by this character. I think that's the way to put it. Let's just put Wolf in losing. I don't have much to say about him, or I really don't play against him that much, but it's just like, he's just a better character. That's just the way to put it. Like, Blaster is just like, okay, I want to use Phantom Blaster. Okay, well, no Phantom. Brawler, I don't know. Like, this character's in a very weird position where it's just like, I don't know. I guess I gotta learn more about Brawler if I'm gonna start putting Mii's in these matchup charts and tier lists. So, damn, I don't know. I think Hero probably beats us. I mean, like, he has no problem, like, yeah, okay, we want to set up a Phantom. He has no problem just moving out of the way and then getting his buffs and then outranging us. Not to mention, Bounce almost single-handedly deals with Phantom. So, I mean, yeah, no, that matchup kind of ass, dude. Like, he just pops Bounce and runs at us, and it's just like, what does Zelda do? We pray we can with punishes, running in, grab, or fair. That's honestly it. I've been looking at the picks the whole time, and I just don't know. Like, they're probably even, but I can also see them in losing. So I'm just gonna put them in I don't know for now and play the matchup more. Bayonetta, I don't know why I've kept her this long. I don't think this matchup's bad. I don't think it's like winning. I don't think really anyone has a favor here. But like, I think that's the video. That's literally the first matchup in my first Zelda video was Bayo. And like, I don't think the matchup's that bad. We just kind of stay grounded, Phantom a lot, and then with punish whenever she does stupid options in neutral, because every Bayo will do stupid options in neutral. Doesn't matter who you are, you will eventually heal slide. Or side B, whatever the name of the move is. You will eventually do it, and I'm ready to punish it. I think Snake wins. This is a matchup I've been going back and forth in my head. Is it even or losing? Probably losing. I set up Phantom, he throws a grenade, and the grenade's gonna fucking win. Not to mention, he just loves having space and bigger hitboxes than you, and he absolutely has better hitboxes than Zelda. Which makes it also a weird case of where, like, speedy characters really fucks him up, and Zelda is absolutely not a speedy character, so Snake really doesn't have too big of an issue dealing with him, or her. So, I mean, it's rough out here. Ness doesn't feel bad. I wouldn't say it's winning, but it doesn't feel bad. If he could beat neutral or down B with his down B, I definitely think this match would be losing. But like, okay, he does technically have a reflector with baseball bat, but like, it's not active, so I don't have to worry about it. So I mean, like, Ness is a weird situation. I do think, by the way, we are amazing at edge guarding him, because not only can we just ledge trap him if we feel like it, but like, we can just run off neutral B his recovery, and it's just like, what does he do about it, dude? It's really easy. Not to mention, Disfire is also really good at gimping him, so I know that's just off stage, not talking about neutral, but like, as I said, it just feels like a very back and forth matchup. Doesn't feel like anyone really has a advantage here. Ness mains will probably say we beat him, but I don't agree. Captain Douglas Falcon, baby. I think probably even right here with Mewtwo, because the thing with Captain Falcon is he's just gonna run at me, and what is he gonna do? Grab or dash attack? And Zelda doesn't have too big of an issue dealing with either one, because forward tilt's a really good just get the fuck off me tool, and jab's also really good just like get off me tool for grounded opponents. And Captain Falcon mainly will approach you from the ground unless he's doing like a run-in nair to try and get a combo going. But like, other than that, I don't really fear this matchup too much. I don't think it's that bad. I could definitely see him moving to losing, but other than that, I don't think it's that bad. And then Steve. Oh, that's definitely losing. Oh my god, this character outboxes us, outcamps us, and then outcharacters us on top of that. I don't think Zelda's too awful against Steve. Like, I definitely think this is definitely Steve favor, but I don't think it's like a -100 matchup. You know what I mean? It's not a -3. I'd say this is more of like a -1 because Phantom isn't too bad at dealing with blocks, honestly. Like, it's all down to, like, you set up the Phantom and then you have to go break the blocks to force the Phantom in. But, like, it works. And not to mention, like, Phantom is just threatening the Steve on the other side of the wall. We can also reflect Minecart, which is fun. Because Minecart's such a awful, like, move to try and deal with. Because, like, okay, what is he going to do once we're at the side of the wall or even break the wall? He's going to jump Minecart. And we can neutral beam, keep him in the corner. But, like, that's pretty much all Zelda got going for her. I think I probably overhyped her in that matchup, but, like, it's not too bad. So, yeah, that's my week 1 Zelda matchup chart. Kind of rough. Kind of rough. I'll make another match chart later, whenever I'm a bit more practiced in the character. I want to move all those I don't know characters to hopefully winning, but I don't see it happening. But I'd like to put more characters in winning. I'd like to be more confident in my character, but well, I guess one of my characters, because remember, I'm still Sephiroth Bane. I'm just playing Zelda, okay? I want to use this character like a secondary for shitty matchups, or matchups I personally just don't like. So, yeah, no, that's all I really got. Go ahead, complain in the comments, just be civil about it, and I'd like to hear your guys' opinion, honestly. So, yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys next video.